He was neither the leader of the gang nor the mastermind of the August 2014 organized theft of $6 million in less than 3 minutes from the Santiago de Chile airport, an event now known as the crime of the century. It is called the biggest theft ever. And being inspired by his role in this incident, Netflix produced a series which is now being watched with great interest by people who speak English and other languages around the world. This character is played by Kevin Olgan, also known as Baby Bendito. His name is Kevin Tapia in the Netflix series. Kevin was only 21 years old at the time of this robbery. Kevin led the police himself to his arrest. The portion he got from the robbery became evidence for the police to convict him. Kevin was born on May 26, 1993 in Quinta Normal, west of Santiago. And his full name is Kevin Jorge Olgan Sepulveda. The Netflix series stars him as a young skater who, driven by his ambitions to travel to famous tourist spots, decides to enter the world of crime in order to provide his wealthy girlfriend, Genesis, Francesca Armstrong, with a life of luxury. On the day of the robbery at the airport almost 10 years ago today, a van entered the cargo area from gate number 22 of the airport after 6 in the morning. An armored cash-carrying vehicle belonging to the Brinks Securities Transportation Company was already there, and officials were transferring bags of cash into the vehicle to be delivered to the northern cities of the country. As later seen on the airport's security cameras, the armed men got out of the van and threatened the occupants, looted the cash vehicle and fled. After leaving the terminal, this gang of robbers split into two parts. One group went to the north of the airport and the other to the south. The southbound group was driven by Kevin. According to the investigation of the Chilean police, the role of Kevin Olgan was important in the success of this robbery. This is because Kevin has secured the escape of his gang by placing strips of spikes, i.e. iron barricades, on the paths. Also, the chain of one of the doors leading in and out of the Kevin Air Terminal was cut. For this purpose, Kevin used a chain cutter, known in Chile as a Napoleon. But this knife later proved to be the evidence that helped the police to track down the gang. During the cutting of the door chain at the airport, distinctive cutter marks were left on the chain. Although the cutter was set on fire and thrown on the road after the robbery, it was a professional cutter used for specific tasks, and each cutter has a regular serial number. The chain that was being cut had the marks of the cutter, so it became the evidence that led the police to the gang. It is another matter that it took the police more time to arrest Kevin than the other members of the gang. After the robbery, Kevin leaves Chile with his girlfriend Amber and a few other friends. Their goal is to travel and see new countries. He visited the Caribbean countries and also photographed some places in Europe. Kevin was also leaving these proofs of his presence in these countries on social media. On Facebook, he also posted pictures of himself with his pregnant girlfriend in front of the Eiffel Tower in France and the Roman Forum in Italy. The police were helped in their arrest by the photos posted on the feed related to them. Following this evidence, the police continued to trace Kevin.